Hi, I'm Bahar Takhtehchian, editor-at-large at Shape Magazine, and you are watching our Fit and Famous video series. And today I'm so thrilled to be sitting next to the gorgeous Katie Cassidy. You know her from CW's Arrow, and we are so excited to have you in New York. Welcome.
I am so excited to be here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So tell us, I know you're living in LA, you're shooting your show in Vancouver. What's it like to be back in New York?
I love New York. I was saying before I want to live here. I just feel like my mentality is definitely more East Coast, and I love this city, and I come here as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, you definitely look like you've got that East Coast aesthetic to you. So when it comes to your looks, beauty obviously is a big deal for most women, and at Shape we love talking about beauty and fashion. So what are some of your top beauty tricks that you've kind of picked up throughout the years?
Definitely, I'm a big fan of eye creams. SkinCeuticals I use. What is it called? There's CoQ10. I actually ordered some more this morning, and it's blanking off the top of my head. I use La Mer, but also like little tricks with makeup. Obviously curling your lashes, but I would love the drugstore brands like L'Oreal Lash Out is great, and obviously for me, I feel like I was born with these circles under my eyes.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, and I have to say, staying hydrated and definitely sleeping is very important. And just keeping, I also started taking coconut vitamins.
Coconut is so, whether it's oil or like moisturizer or stuff for your hair, everyone's all about coconut.
And it definitely, you can see it in your skin, and it keeps your skin glowing and fresh.
You obviously spend a lot of time on set as an actress. Your hours are crazy, but you are in amazing, sick shape.
Oh,
so how do you do
you.
this? How do you stay in such good shape?
Honestly, when you're on set, it definitely gets tough with the traveling and the shooting, but you have to make it a lifestyle. It definitely is a part of my job to stay in shape. And in Vancouver, I was telling you, I started working out at this new studio, and they're just based out of Vancouver, called Kalinetics, and it's a mixture between TRX, Pilates, yoga, HIIT, burst, high intensity, yeah. And she's amazing, and this girl, her name is Lacey, she and I have actually sort of been starting to sort of talk about working together as far as business goes, and opening more studios with her in LA, and hopefully at some point in New York, because her method is just different than anything I've ever done. So when I'm not there in LA or New York, I do SoulCycle.
SoulCycle is huge here in New York.
I did it this morning.
And I love that not only do you get like a full body workout, you come out dripping wet, but it's such a mental game too, right? Don't you feel like it's such a great stress reliever?
It definitely is, and this is gonna sound a little crazy, but it's kind of therapeutic, because there has probably been, I'd say 80% of the time that I've been to these classes, at the end of it, I'm like releasing some sort of emotion and like crying as I'm like going through, because it's empowering, and you're just letting go of stuff maybe that you've built up or that you've held on to from the past. And for me, it's just such a nice release.
Now, speaking of work though, you obviously, as an actress, your hours are really intense. Life can get a little bit stressful. You're constantly in the public eye. So when you're not releasing the stress with like an exercise class, are there any other things that you do to kind of just chill out?
Definitely. I actually just launched a blog that was about 2 weeks ago. It's called Tomboy KC, my initials. And writing for me has been a huge creative outlet, and it's, again, another thing that's like, it's therapeutic, it's fun for me, I enjoy doing it, and it's just another way of expressing myself, and it's an overall lifestyle blog, fashion blog. We're shoppable as well.
So on top of, all of the acting and stuff, you're also writing, and you have your own blog. Do you want to maybe turn this into a book or something down the line, or are you just kind of having fun with it right now?
Right now, we are just a blog. Eventually, I would like to design my own line, which will probably be under the same umbrella, Tomboy KC or TKC. I started working with a sketch artist recently, and she and I have been going back and forth with ideas and sort of what I want it to look like. And then eventually we'll, start with a lookbook. It's obviously a very long process, but it's kind of fun. I love learning new things, and it's definitely cool to be involved in just a totally different side of the business.
Speaking of acting though, so tell us a little bit about your role on Arrow. We can see it on the CW. You play Laurel.
Yes.
What's that like?
It's amazing. I'm so happy and so lucky to be a part of something that's so special. We have an amazing crew. We have a great team. You know, our writers are fantastic. It's a huge action-packed show, but then you also have the element of drama and, you know, the love triangle that's going on. And it definitely has shifted since our season 1 finale, because the character Tommy, as everybody knows, died. So this season, you get to see every character's reaction to that and how they deal with it, and where, you know, a couple of months has gone by, like where emotionally are they? And you'll definitely see for my character, which is great, a darker side to her.
And final question for you, Katie. What does being in shape mean for you?
Being positive and bringing that positive energy, and especially with people, you know, people around you. I think if you start that, you attract that. And for me, I've always been one to try and get my friends, you know, it's always fun to go to the gym with a friend or someone who's sort of like, exactly. So it's like somebody who I've tried to get them to go and encourage them to go, and it's fun, so.
I couldn't agree with you more. Katie Cassidy, you can check her out on Arrow, airing on the CW, and definitely make sure that you check out Katie's blog, tomboykc.com.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming to Shape. We loved having you here.
Thank you.
For more celebrity workouts, videos, and tips on shaping your life, go to shape.com/videos.